just on the back of last week's defeat to tomorrow, just how big a game are you guys facing in Tynecastle on Monday?
Yeah, I think it's clear for everyone we have to win over there if we want our chance to keep increasing. Yeah, last week was very disappointing, but now it's done. Can't come back to that, so we need to learn from that game and going forward to next Monday and go and win the game.
Is the belief still there among the squad that you guys can be champions?
Oh yeah. If we don't believe in ourselves, then no one else is going to believe in us. So first of all, we need to believe we can do it. We know we can do it. We've shown it during the season. It's just now put the last effort in the last 4 games and put some extra to go and get the win.
Nico, when you suffer a setback like Motherwell, do players have? How do they discuss it openly? What's the debrief like for something like that?
Yeah, obviously we all very disappointed, all very frustrated. It didn't went the way we wanted, so we had some talks like we had at the halftime of the in Falkirk, but it's just gonna stay between us, and now it's about us and how can we bounce back from that performance to go and win in a tough place like Hearts.
Yeah, just on Hearts, obviously played against them a few times this season. How highly do you rate their players, their team at the moment?
Yeah, I think Hearts been really good this season. They always found a way to win games, which is what matters, especially right now. So we know what we need to do. We're gonna go there with a clear plan, and we're going there to win.
Nico, there's been a bit of criticism after Sunday, especially the midfield. I think the feeling was you and Tochi needed a bit more help in there. Is that fair? How do you feel about it when you look back?
No, I think we had a plan. Maybe we as a player didn't execute it perfectly in the first half. I think Motherwell came with a good organization, caused us some trouble. We needed time to adapt. We made some mistake on goals that we clearly need to avoid. But now it's about us. How do we adapt on the pitch? How do we react as a team, and how do we go forward? I think second half we didn't get an extra man in the midfield, but we had a better structure on the pitch, and yeah, that helped a lot. So now sometimes it's also about us. How can we adapt during the game, and when something changed slightly from what we've been training on and stuff like that, it's just done.
Just in the bigger picture, it feels like since you came to the club, there's always been like an accusation about the team, lack of mentality, winning mentality. Does that annoy you, or do you accept that until you go and win something that will always be there?
Well, like you say, until we win a big thing, I think that's gonna always be there. But I don't think we can talk about mentality when a team come back from 13 points behind to a position where you can still win the title. So it's a bit, I won't say unfair, but like you say, until you win the big thing, it's always gonna be question mark about that. But yeah, we just keep focusing on ourselves or what we need to do to go and win it, and then no matter what or people say something like that, we don't focus on that. We just focus on, okay, how do we win the next game? How do we get better for the next game? And that's it.
Nico, how are the frustration levels? Because you've worked so hard to get yourself back into a striking position, and just when you're in the position where you could go and put the pressure on the leaders, you then let it slip. I mean, that must be sort of boil the brain a wee bit.
Yeah, obviously it's not nice, especially like you say, when we've worked so hard to come back to that position. That's the thing that is even more frustrating for us. But like I said, we can't come back on that game. It's done. So now we need to focus on Hearts. We know it's a kind of do or die game. It's either we win and we are in it, or we lose and it's going to be very tough. So we all know it's very clear for everyone. Now we've got days to work on and go there and win.
In terms of your aspiration for winning trophies, I mean, does that still feel like something that's unfinished business here, that until you can scratch that itch, then you won't have fulfilled everything you wanted to do at this club?
Oh yeah, for sure. That's something we've been dreaming, that I've been dreaming since I came to the club. So there's no point. I was so disappointed after last game because I knew it was a big chance for us. But in football, you don't have time to be disappointed and looking at we lost a point. Then it's just about, okay, next game, make sure you go and win, and then see what happens. I think there's still gonna be loads of point drop by the teams around us, so we just need to be focusing on the next 4, make sure we can go and do the best performance we can.
You've played with James Tavernier for a few years now. He's announced that he's leaving at the end of the season. How much do you and the players want to try and help him and yourself lift that trophy at the end of the season?
But Tav, I think Tav's been the best captain I could have coming in the club. He's been top with everyone every time. So we've been discussing with the boys here. That's something we want to achieve. Giving this to Tav, I think he might be the one that deserves the most that league title. For everything he's done for the club, so it would be amazing for him to finish with the league title and hopefully a testimonial after to show the love he deserves. But it's up to us to go and win the 4 game with him.
Just in terms of the mood that's been around the place this week, Nico, how big a role have you had to play in terms of squad to kind of keep spirits up and keep everyone focused as one of the more experienced members of this group?
I was just in the head at the beginning.
Just in terms of the mood around the squad, how big a part of you to play to keeping that high this week?
I think everyone has a part to play. Everyone, even the ones that are a little bit more quiet, they've got a part to play by showing the intensity on training, showing that everyone wants to win. And I think that's what the team's doing. We had a setback, but we came back here, focused on the next game and put everything in training to make sure we are ready and sharp for the next game. So now it's always easy to talk, but now it's going to be up to us to go there and win the game. That's it.
Is the Hearts game Ibrox the template? Is that the base that you've been this season and the levels that you'll have to hit again on Monday?
I think we had also other good games, but that one was a good game, yeah. So it's a good foundation to look at and think, okay, that's what we've done good. Now we go and try to do even better, and that's what in that game was maybe sometimes not so good. Let's make it better for the next game. And we know it's gonna be tough. We know we're going there. The first 10-15 minutes they will be very hard. They're gonna come with everything, fans. So we know we need to go there and have personality and show that we are very strong as a team.
Nico, obviously a lot of highs and lows this season. What have you learned most about your own kind of mental toughness during this season?
That's a tough one, huh? Probably that football changed so quick that if you want to succeed, you might need to try to live a bit over the emotion of winning or losing a game, because at the end, every game are 3 points, so a big victory is no more point than a small victory. So I think it's more trying to be calm in every situation and always put yourself in for the next game, get ready for the next game, and not getting carried away with lose or win. I think that would be the main thing I've learned this season.
I know, Nico, this is also a new situation for Hearts. I think they'll be possibly quite nervous on Monday. It's a big occasion. Can you guys take advantage of that, possibly maybe get the fans quiet?
Like I said, we know that going there's going to be fire for the first 10-15 minutes, because they receive us. We beat them last time, so they will be up for that game. I think we don't need to focus on quiet the fans and stuff like that. It's going to be more about let's go there, win the game, and make sure we can close the gap.
Manager was saying he thinks it'll be a game of 50-50s. It's going to be quite a physical game. Is that something you're relishing?
Yeah, I think that's the hard game we played before. This season showed that this is a game of second ball, 50-50 fight, and who's gonna be the more efficient in the both box. So we are getting ready for that.
Last couple of times, please.
Nico, you said earlier on that this is a do or die game. I'm wondering, amongst the players this week, is that the kind of language you've been kind of leaning into? Do or die, must win, no safety net. It has to happen on Monday night.
Yeah, it is the case though. So we can't just we cannot hide or say anything else. It's the case. We need to win or be very tough for us. So we all know what it's going to take. We all know where we are and that we need to win.